Welcome back to the Philippine Business Playbook. Here we are for the CEO Sound Off, where we discuss headlines straight out of the web. How are you today, Bryan?
I'm excellent. Excited to do another one of these episodes. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
And I always enjoy these conversations because I think that there's topics out there that are important in the employment space. And so here we go. We get to do it.
We get to discuss these things. All right, so here we go. Banks, including JP Morgan Chase and Morgan Stanley, are reportedly cutting back on their DEI references. What are your thoughts on that?
So you go straight to the easy ones right off the bat, huh? I know why they're doing it, or I see why they're doing it. Mm-hmm. I personally think it's a little bit short-sighted. I do think that the DEI moniker has gotten a lot of weight to it at this point, right. And so maybe you don't need to describe it as such. Mm-hmm. But I think that there was a lot of positive gains associated with that, and it's crazy. I was watching a podcast on Jamie Dimon, from a year and a half ago or something like that, where he was talking about all these new banks that they had opened up, I think in the Bronx and Harlem and mm-hmm. these other communities where they maybe wouldn't have they didn't have branches in the past, but they were, bringing, their services and their banking opportunities to other communities, and the focus they had on the opportunities in those places. So I think that you have to be careful if you're going to have such an anti-DEI stance that you don't swing the pendulum to the point where you're hurting yourself. And I think that in general, if you are focused on treating everyone properly and correct, and fairly and equally, you're going to be opening up your business to better opportunities. And so I know that we've talked in the past, put in the links down below, our conversation with Richard Levichin about how, learning those skills, which some people don't have, about empathy and openness and everything. If you don't learn those skills, you're going to be holding yourself back as a business. And I think it's short-sighted to think that, we solved it. We don't need to do it anymore. And so I know that, part of me says, I know this is a trend and, I have to deal with it. But I do think it's short-sighted. And, don't be a follower. That's what I say.
I love that thought. Don't be a follower. And I agree with you. If you're just removing the reference to the name, but you're keeping the opportunities that you establish, then you'll have a chance to grow. Your business will thrive, as you've seen, just as you saw a possibility in the previous years, you will mm-hmm. see the opportunities flourish. But to your point, if you're just following some trend that's happening in 2025 by eliminating, then I think your business will
you'll suffer.
You'll suffer.
I think that Chase, since we're talking about Jamie Dimon, they benefited from those processes. And if they're gonna, out of some desire to not appear woke or whatever, eliminate all that, that's gonna have a negative consequence for them. So. I think that probably short-sighted, and hopefully they learn from that.
Well, I'm proud to say that Tahche is still one of those companies that stands alongside any pathway where we are including as many talent as possible in terms of people who have disabilities. We recognize what their strengths are, and we provide an opportunity for them, people from all walks of life. And so I'm mm-hmm. proud to be...
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that we're doing it in a genuine and honest way.
Right.
And we're not doing any of the things. I mean, we do a lot of corporate social responsibility activities, and we do a lot of things for the community. Mm-hmm. Not only because it's great for the community and it's a great thing to do, but our employees love it.
Right.
And when I'm talking to employees, it's one of the things that they love.
Right.
Especially the ones that are able to participate in it. And so it brings community and and teamwork and everything, that like the benefits are amazing.
Right.
And I don't know of any negatives, right? And so I'd like to think that we're doing it in a way that's honest and open and just and not just trying to gain points,
right?
So because if you're doing it that way, you're doing it wrong.
Absolutely.
And it's probably not going to gain you the benefits that you hope it does.
And it's not sustainable if you're not doing it with the best. And
they probably
intentions.
shouldn't do it then. If that's
right. Yeah. If it was just a gimmick, then most likely
probably shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't do it. I agree wholeheartedly.
There you go.
So we've had a sound off on that topic. Leave a comment below. We'd love to engage with you. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the DEI rollbacks that are happening here in the U.S. And whether it's positive or negative, whether you agree or disagree, please engage with us in the comment section and we'll be happy to engage with you back. But subscribe and like this video and we'll be back soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.